Piers Morgan has predicted what Queen Elizabeth II would think of Meghan Markle's New York baby shower this week, believed to have neared $500,000 in costs. The DailyMail.com editor-at-large spoke to Daily Mail from Los Angeles on Thursday, responding to a question about how the British monarch would react to the 5-day celebration. His opinion was the opulent occasion would not play well and would come across as ostentatious. "I think she's going to be a little bit concerned about this, and I'll say why," he explained to host Jesse Palmer. "We don't really have baby showers in Britain. The concept of a very extravagant party with a load of famous people turning up to celebrate the arrival of a baby in a couple of months is not something we would do, so the Queen would be like, 'What is this?' To start with. The lavish trip to New York included a stay of at least 2 nights in the $75,000 per night penthouse suite at the Markle Hotel, a roughly $420 dinner at the Polo Bar, over $14,000 for protection, and thousands of dollars in gifts. Meghan also flew home via private jet paid for by Amal Clooney, which cost $125,000. She is also believed to have arrived in New York on a private jet, meaning her round-trip travel cost $250,000. Morgan said it doesn't matter whether she paid for anything, the whole thing was complimentary, if her friend Serena Williams paid for the hotel, or if Amal Clooney paid for the flights. He explained it's all about perception and claimed he'd already seen adjust grades with social media users who feel the Louisiana-born Duchess of Sussex, 37, is rubbing their faces in it. Morgan added in the video chat, "Secondly, I think, the sheer scale of the opulence of all this. The key thing about the royals is to be understated. We all know that they're royal, that they're very wealthy. But the absolutely #1 rule is don't rub the British people's noses in your wealth. The British people pay the salaries of the royal family, so they feel like they have a vested interest." When asked if he thought Markle, who was expected to give birth to her first child in May, should be held under so much scrutiny, he responded honestly. Comparing her to husband Prince Harry's mother Princess Diana of Wales, he said the former Suits actress was probably one of the best prepared for the royals we've ever seen. "Well, I think the British royal family are some of the biggest stars in the world, and I think if you deliberately enter that family by marrying a prince, with that you have to accept a lot of global media attention," Morgan replied. Meghan Markle's not naive about the media. She's been a television star in America. She knows about all this. "What surprises me is George Clooney. Her friend had issued a public appeal for the media to leave Meghan Markle alone. What's the next thing she does? She gets on a plane to the middle of New York and throws a very lavish, flash, celebrity-fueled baby shower party and almost invites the world's media to come and pay attention to her." The same day Morgan replied to Kensington Palace's tweet about the UK's school midterm break saying, "73% of the poorest families cannot always afford to feed their children during the school holidays, a gap which is estimated to affect 3 million children and young people across the UK, and 700,000 in London." Morgan commented on Twitter, "Strange thing to post as Meghan Markle enjoys a group of pound signs orgy of opulent extravagance for her baby shower." He added in the interview, "I don't think you can have your cake and eat it, otherwise you end up sounding a little like Marie Antoinette." Speaking about the last Queen of France before the French Revolution, beheaded for treason 9 months after her husband Louis XVI was executed, Morgan said, "She has to be careful. We don't want her turning into the new Marie Antoinette." As she enjoyed all her palaces. British people like their royals to be humble,